So I'm just going to launch straight into this one then. This is going to be a long enough video. So just a video on Grayzone Warfare on the new 0.4 update for Spearhead. Just, testing out a lot of things, PvP, just basically going through the wipe as I normally would. So I was unsure if I was going to do a video for the first time on Grayzone or not. So this wipe I played PvP, so there's no shortage of guides out there on YouTube if you're looking task guides, all that sort of thing. That's kind of a saturated sort of content space for Grayzone. So I just figured I might as well just record down some of the PvP that I had. There was a skirmish at the start where I killed 6 people and thought to myself, I wish I had that on video. So basically that's what inspired me to then start recording everything else. So there's about, I think it's like 70 odd kills I have in there. I might have missed 1 or 2, might have forgot to click record or whatever, or things like that. So yeah, just primarily playing with a friend that I met on the game and just basically trying to through the tasking and things like that, and just encountering some PvP along the way. So along the way I'm going to be commentating over the clips just to give some background and some context leading up to the kills. So just to explain what's going on, what's happening, just to make make it look like I'm not cheating or anything like that. So yeah, that's just to keep the video a bit shorter than what would normally be. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so first kill of the video, well, actually my 7th kill of the wipe. As I said, I missed those first 6 kills, but we were just me and my friend were tasking in the area, and as you've seen there, I just spotted a PMC, but we had heard some shooting and going on before that, so came over and decided to investigate. So just as I'm going to basically approach this small sort of compound here, basically go try and kill this guy, there is AI down the road there. And I don't shoot them because I try to take the risk that he thinks that maybe they're trying to shoot at him, because if I shoot the AI, he then knows that I'm here. So I decide to leave it. He's having a look down the road at the AI that we're just aggroed, and then that just kind of leaves a clean window basically for me to get the headshot on him there. So seen the red mist, so confident I was able to get the headshot on him, so just move in on them to loot the body and just get the confirm. So moving on to kill number 8 then, me and my friend are tasking in the same area, and we hear an enemy PMC basically lay down shots trying to capture a combat outpost that we control. So as you can see there, we push up to investigate the noise, and I spot the PMC running through the cornfield. So I move up for a better shot, and I won't get a better window than this. So I take the opportunity to get the clean headshot, and as I'm moving up to confirm the kill, we've seen that it's the same guy as last time. So yeah, unfortunate for him. Okay, so for kill number 9 then, we basically see that this guy that we killed in the first 2 clips does not want to give up. He got a chopper and landed back in. So I just seen him through the trees here, very long distance, and I can see him running away to our east, to the jungle towards the northeast. So I'm betting that he maybe wants to try and retake this cop from that direction inside the jungle. So what I do is reposition them into the jungle myself in the bid to basically cut him off. So we spend, I think it's got to 4 or 5 minutes waiting on him here, but what we're basically waiting for is him to make contact with his combat outpost to kind of just give us comms that he's definitely in the area and he's close. So basically that kind of happens around this point.
Contact.
Yeah.
Blackjack is
So
under attack.
now we know that he's close and he's trying to take the combat outpost again. So basically trying to bait out shots, trying to see where he is first. I take out the MP5 because I think this might be a shorter range engagement.
Engagement confirmed. Enemy PMC under fire.
So that's the kind of comms that we're looking for. So I can basically hear that he's about 15 meters out above that tree. So I basically go to kind of stalk down the hill. The teammate lands a couple of rounds of M80 from the N700 into him. That kind of baits him out then from behind the tree, and I basically lay a final headshot onto him. So just walk up to confirm the headshot is my ammo, and then I find out it's the same guy. So yeah, really unfortunate for him. Okay, so moving on to kills, basically 10 to 15 then here. There was a plan for me and my teammate. We were going to start some trouble at the starter town / starter cops of Le Mans Recovery Initiative. So basically that was just me there finishing off the AI at one of their combat outposts, but one of their PMCs just landed in, as you can hear, on the LZ behind us that we don't have access to. It's basically like a starter town LZ, so I basically stopped what I'm doing, turn around to kind of face the LZ, to see if I can spot him. So I basically spot him on the edge of the field there. Might be a bit hard to see, but I can see his helmet sticking out of the grass there. So I could basically, after I took that shot, I could see basically his body drop. And then I just checked my combat statistics to basically, yeah,
It was a kill.
that 10
Counted.
kills. So after that, I'm going to loot his body, and I'm making the cross. I get shot, but my body armor tanks the shot, and then he fires another shot through the bush there. So means we've got more PMCs here that might have landed in. So yeah, just heavy bruising from that shot, and just take some painkillers to shut my guy up. Get back in the fight here. So
He's got to be like 10
yeah, I
meters
think this
into
guy
that
came
bush.
back in to try and get his stuff at this point. I can hear him in the
Hear him.
bushes here, basically, so I'm just waiting patiently. An MP5. Just it's the headshot him as he comes out, so clean kill all around there. So for the next part, I can hear the guy in the bushes in front of me again, and my teammate then, you can hear his death bombs, gets clean shots in onto him, and basically drops him. So those tracers are nuts, by the way, just for how visible they are. So that finished off the first original 3-man squad. So kill number 14 then, it starts off with I get a message from a blueberry saying there's 2 guys at the UN stand behind me in between where I am in the combat outpost. So we can hear that fight start to pop off now, so I try to make a flank to go around for high ground, but as that's happening, there's a PMC chopper that goes to land in right on the LZ that I'm on. So I'm in a bit of a bad spot here, so I'm trying to keep my head down, and I'm trying to let him dismount the chopper first, and I think he's going to try and join this fight, and then that means I can try and sneak up behind him then. So I basically try to track him here. I can see him go over the crest of the hill, and he surprises me by coming back up here. I missed my first couple shots. I get him a ton with the second part of the mag. I go dry, he goes dry. I back off for a reload here because I only have a medium blade, and I messed him up pretty good. And as he approaches, I can hear that he has pretty severe lung damage. He's coughing his lungs up there, and you can hear his death come there. He eventually just bleeds out, so a bit sloppy. Just let the blood loss do the work, but then yeah, but get the job done. So I just basically heal up, hit a blood bag, a tourniquet, a couple of bandages, painkillers, and that gets us ready then for the next fight. So moving then on to the next kill then, I'm pretty much in the same spot as I was at the shed where I killed the last guy. I'm kind of looking over the UN stand, and I hear a guy coming up behind me here through the cornfield. Just wait on him to come out. And he kind of caught me off guard by sprinting to his left there, or to my right. Basically the housing of the red dot site just really puts me off when you kind of lose track of somebody, so I just opted for the hip fire there in the end. So bit awkward, bit unclean again, but I'm not a big fan of that side. It messed me up in both kills there, this one and the last one. So yeah, gets the job done again eventually. So a bit sloppy, but hey ho. Okay, so moving on to the 14th and the 15th kills. These guys then come back for even more. But it's fully nighttime now. I'm kind of lost visibility. I've actually had to try and brighten these clips. I can see him kind of going through the field there, so I make initial contact. He returns fire. Just kind of back off for a reload here. I'm not really too sure where they are. I'm just kind of just making educated guesses the second time around there. Let rip. That time around I could see his muzzle flash, but again, educated guess. Might have hit him there. Might have seen a bit of a silhouette, but I go for a reposition. So I'm kind of waiting. I can still hear them crawling out in the bushes, and I see this guy going across the road, but I know there's a straggler. I can still hear him. So I leave this guy and attempt to kill the straggler and leave the clean 1v1 against him in the UN stand. So I'll leave him. Let him pass, kill the straggler, He peeks to see what the noise is, and a bang, a headshot him as well. So, yeah, just a nice clean strategy there. Kind of a bit ratty, but necessary to get to him. And then there's just the confirm on the guy at the instance. So, yeah, so not really too much to say about this next kill. One of the guys comes back in again with an MP5, hoping to get a kill on this. I rip 3 rounds of M80 in his back, puts him in a coma, destroys his lungs, and then I just finish him off there. So, yeah, easy one for me. Okay, for kill number 17 then. I was at a combat outpost when I heard some guys shooting just beside their starter town. So I'm pretty sure I seen one on the binos there. So I switched to my M14, and I've just all seemed to have lost them in the space of a second. So I'm just scanning about, and I think I basically see him there and acquire that head in the grass, take a shot, apply some lead to the shot, check my combat statistics, and there it is at the 17 player kill. So I got that confirmed. Now unfortunately I actually died to this guy's teammate, and I just stopped the footage just beforehand, and I basically go in then with the scope motion and get my revenge on him, but unfortunately I didn't click record, so I lost the footage on it, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, so I've got 2 kills in this sequence anyway, so happy enough with that. So kill number 19 then, I'm at the Savannah combat outpost, and as you can hear, a enemy PMC is trying to attack it. So I'll wee juke out the door here. Can't see shit. I think these guys are gamma abusing, because they can fucking see me and I can't see them, as you'll see. I'm having a wee look. And I take some hits, and now I have a medium bleed, and I have lung damage, and I have stomach / liver damage. I took a bullet to the gut there, so now I'm in trouble. There's only one door up to the sweet hut I'm in, so the only way out is the window, so I dip out. Just pop the tourniquet there to stop the bleeding. So I take a chance, take some more fire, but I make a beeline to the tree. Vision's all blurry. Now I make a decision here to hit the lungs with a surgery kit, because if this guy comes looking at me in the tree line and he hears my guy wheezing and coughing, and also take some painkillers to stop my guy from groaning, because if he hears me, all those status effects, he'll definitely find out where I am in the grass and just fucking light me up. So heal the lungs, and we take 2 sets of painkillers, just to get rid of the pain status effect. And now my guy's completely silent in the grass, so just in case he comes to push me here, he can't hear me at all. And now I try to basically heal my abdomen, pull the bullet out and stuff like that. So I'm fully healed for the fight. I think I have enough time here, so that's exactly what I do. I think around about this is the point where I begin to hear him looking for me. Yeah, so he's 10-15 meters out. I'll wait till I think he's in a comfortable position for me to take him on. See a silhouette there. And you can hear his death calm after I just hit him with 3 bullets. So then I just basically played retake the cop. So, bit of a hairy one, but got the job done. Okay, so moving on to the next sort of sequence of PvP then. We were on our way to do some tasking in the trench section at the corner of the map, and I received some fire from PMCs, and as you can see I get tagged up here, so I heal off, get concealment, and get a heal off while my teammate engages, but unfortunately you'll hear in a second that he eventually gets popped and dies. So he tells me on Discord that it's definitely 2 people, so they do not move for about 4 minutes. I sit about the right hand side of this bush. Eventually they make a move. I definitely hit this guy twice. See the red missed twice, but his teammate stops to turn around to have a look for me, and that just enables me to kind of take a clean headshot on. So I'll drop him, but his teammate just hits the dirt, and unfortunately he does not surface again for another 4 minutes.
So while I'm waiting in the combat outpost just behind us that we have control of, a teammate confirms that we had just lost it. And the naked guy that I just killed runs back in trying to get his stuff back. I pop him up twice. Again. But I don't kill him. Unfortunately, that gives away my position to his other teammate that's still alive. The one I popped up originally. So see him in the bush here. I tag him up. And he made a run for that second bush there. And just in that gap, I seen him make the run, so I just lit up the bush as he ran to it. Hoping it would kill him. After that, I back off. Hit a tourniquet, because you can see I got a medium bleed there in the top left. But also some lung damage, as you can hear. My guy's kind of coughing a lung up. But unfortunately, I gave my suture kit to my teammate just before the sequence of PvP. So, but as you can see there, I just confirmed that that guy that I did spam through the bushes, I did kill.
So my teammate just killed him with his knife, the naked guy.
So my teammate has a bit of a knife fight with the naked guy that I popped up, and he kills him, but he dies to blood loss. And the guy pops me with a M700, which is not good news.
Oh, I'm so fucking dead here.
Because now I have the vomiting status effect. Nausea, lung damage, medium bleed, hand tremors, and also blood loss to the point where I also have double vision now. My hands are shaking like crazy, so there's a guy with an M700 sitting about somewhere. I don't have any more bleed meds left. I spent my last blood bag on reviving my teammate. I have no suture kit for my damaged organs. So I kind of just have to negotiate this with double vision and no meds. So I pop out of cover. Trying to see if I can see him here. The issue is with double vision. What line of the scope am I in for here? But anyway, I have a... Try to pop him up. And as I'm doing that, fucking threw up. It's kind of crazy. There's a guy that behind me actually shoots him. Steals my kill. But then I get the kill onto him, so...
Dude,
in a bit of a
holy
blender right
shit.
now. Not gonna lie to you. But we've picked up 2 kills so far. Or 3 kills. And then I spot this guy again behind me. I try to light him up. He breaks for cover. And just as I go to engage him again, my guy decides it's a good time to throw up. And he lights me up, and now I have a medium bleed again. I'm on the verge of dying, but I think he runs out of ammo, so he just kind of pushes me here. And my...
Yes, I need bandages.
My audio cuts out.
Oh, I'm in a
And I
coma.
finally eventually die, but we killed 4 people there. So fought valiantly to the end there for sure. Just a bit of context on this next clip. I sniped the AI from this combat outpost from a good 200 yards away. And it took me 10 minutes to kind of make sure, basically give the all clear to kind of go in and capture the combat outpost. Just for context, these guys that you'll see here in a minute were in here for 10 minutes waiting on me. Fucking 10 minutes. And then obviously I go into the corner and there's fuck another one. But sure, what can you do? People are going to play the way they're going to play, right? Okay, so for kill number 25 then, we're just kind of tasking again, and there's an LZ nearby. I can hear a guy landing in.
Engagement confirmed.
My
Enemy
teammate
PMC
feels like he
under
has a
fire.
couple shots on him there, so he pops him up while he's running across the tree line. I have a wee go at him here as well. It was pretty dark in this footage, so I have to try and brighten it as best I can, so my webcam looks kind of weird color right now, but really struggles with nighttime footage at the minute, the HDR to SDR conversion, but anyway, tried to cut off this guy by crossing the river, and as I'm crossing, I just hear a wee crunch of foliage to my left here, so I'm pretty sure he's around that general area, so have a wee look. And I just spot him to the right of the big tree there. I lay some shots downrange. I could see him kind of move a bit. I'm not quite sure if he's dead at this point. And then as I move up, I kind of just see his body on the floor there. So you can see that lung damage, but the headshot got him in the end. So in this next sequence of PvP, we were doing a bit of looting by Midnight Sapphire, so we came back to the Argos combat outpost here. We get into some engagement with the PMC attacking us. And I managed to take him out, but unfortunately my teammate died to him, as you can see. But he, you know, took the attention away, so he died so I could live. We come under attack from more PMCs here.
I just
Blueberry just died. Yeah, so I just seen him on the hill there, running behind the shack. So I'm not actually in a bad position for this fight. I'm pretty far off. Got a 3x magnifier here. The red dot is a bit fat, kind of throws me off a little bit. It's no razor scope by any means, but
Be advised,
we just
enemy forces have taken Argos.
see him making a cross there. Drop the first PMC. Don't ask me why I drop an AI here, but there's a second PMC right here. Headshot him, and then I finish off the rest of the AI. So, clean headshot kills on 2 PMCs there. It's always nice to see. But then after that, another
Eyes on Argos. Hostile activity detected.
another 2 PMCs attack us from the southeast. So as you recall earlier on in the video, when there was 2 people coming, attacking our combat outpost, I let one past in order to kill the straggler and leave a clean 1v1 on the first guy that went through. I opt for the same strategy here, so I let that first guy pass me there, and I go to shoot the straggler. So I drop him, and then the guy up front is preoccupied. Mess up some shots, take my time with the next few, and drop him again. So, all in all, clean 5 kills in that sequence of PvP, which is always
Just
nice
got
to see.
another 2.
So for kill number 31 then, I'm in the Stalwart Cop. I've just captured it, but an enemy comes in. So I stripped the AI's M4. I have an armor kit on from a previous AI that I've stripped. So I'm holding this angle, and there was a couple of shots inside the base, so I decide to basically peek around and have a look. And as that happens, he comes around to my left with no audio. So basically the reason why I took that the way I did, I gave up the angle originally, because he lit me up pretty good. I have a medium bleed there, my vest took a lot of hits. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically give the impression that I'm running away. I'm trying to bait him into chasing it and get him in the running animation, so when I hit that rechal, he won't be in a high ready. And then I can catch him in that animation then and kill him, so that's exactly what happened there. So yeah, that's why I give up the angle and then basically hit the rechal there. So yeah, good kill all in. 4 kills, number 31 and 32 then. I'm in the Titan Cop when it comes under attack from an enemy PMC. As you can see, I start the engagement here. Really surprised I didn't kill him there. I looted this AK off an enemy PMC, the last one I killed there. So I must just have shit ammo in it. But anyway, we just kind of move in for a reposition here. I kind of just throw 2 Hail Mary grenades. And these are more important than I think later on. So basically for them, I reposition. A couple of minutes later, I work my way around. And at this stage, I didn't know that I actually killed him with those grenades. Because this is him coming back for his loot, naked. So he runs up the hill there, and I basically drop him. He had a lot of bullets there as well, but he has a teammate that kills me. But we managed to retake the cop, and as you see, when I spawn back in, I check the guy's body, and he has organ damage all over the shop there. And that's usually what happens when the overpressure from the grenades kills you. Just kind of blows up every single organ you've got, so that's kind of proof that the grenade got to him there. So Yeah, kind of lucky in the end. Still died there in that sequence, but it is what it is. So for kills 34 and 35, then me and my teammate were just questing on Fort North when he spots an enemy PMC, and he lights him up a couple of times with the M700, and as you can see, I just kind of spot him there running across the field. So my intention is to try and cut him off here. I think my thought process was he would try and go for cover, maybe around where these tires are, to kind of heal himself after my teammate sniped him a couple of times. So I'm just trying to creep around and see if we can get a couple of easy shots onto him. And then I kind of see over here. And yeah, I'm running PP ammo at the time, and yeah, just absolutely annihilates him. But he has a teammate, and he kills the guy I'm tasking with, so I'm just chilling here. See him spot, looking about for him. And I spot him there, and just, yeah, quick, easy couple of headshots just to put him down. Okay, so for kill number 36 then, I'm kind of just running about randomly questing, and I come across a teammate who tells me that there's an enemy in the area. So I'm just kind of looking about for him here. And then as you can see, I just spot him there. So a lot of dense foliage here, so I'm trying to kind of wait for a really clear shot. I'm just trying to anticipate his path and try and walk on to the bullet there. So you can see I kind of get a death calm off him. So I approach him, confirm the headshot, and yeah, nice shot all in. So for kill number 37 then, as you can hear, an enemy attacks a cop that I'm in. I'm kind of waiting here because I heard a chopper landing a few minutes before. So I'm kind of just chilling, waiting to see if he came here, and that's exactly what he did. So I'm just chilling out in the jungle area just in front of the cop, and I see him here. Unfortunately, the first shot connected with his head, but his helmet deflected the bullet, funny enough. It can happen. But I managed to nick him on the run here, because as I'm running looking for him, I can hear him in a coma. And I think the last couple of shots got him. So just finish him off there, and then I can just basically do this stuff. So yeah, sloppy one, but got him in the end. So for kill number 38 then, I'm just nearby to a village where I hear an enemy PMC attacking it, so I'll just move in and have a wee look. I spot him here, but I'm not too confident about the position I have to take the shot. So I reposition, tried to brighten this footage best I can. I know it is hard to see. So I see him here, and funny enough, this guy's helmet also deflects the first bullet, so I have to follow up with a second. But as I move in for the confirm, you can see that the second bullet did definitely penetrate the helmet and definitely did get him that time around. So for kill number 39 then, I'm just in a cop and somebody attacks it as usual, just as I'm in it. So I don't think he knows too much about me at this stage. I'm in the hut, the one-way hut, so I'm just gonna sit and wait for him to kill all the AI and try and move in to kind of capture the cop, and then I can kind of surprise him. The one thing is, I didn't expect to be in full auto here when I tried to jump him. So the gun's recoil caught me out. Sloppy work, but I did hurt him pretty bad, so I'll need to jump down and finish him off there. But yeah, not the cleanest, but we got the job done. Okay, so for kills 40 and 41, we were just by a combat outpost and we heard a couple of enemies capturing it, so just waiting on the outskirts here, waiting for them to come back out. There's one guy there, tried to come out, so we dropped him with a headshot. Just take out an AI there. So I'm kind of trying to approach this a bit slowly here, because I'm not sure if there is any other players. So we're kind of stalking about just in the tree line here, trying to circle around, see if anything pops out at us. Check the wee hut to the left there, I don't see anything yet. But I see somebody there, he pops a couple of shots off, seen the muzzle flash, so I returned fire, and wasn't too sure if I got him at that point, but just checking the combat record later, I seen that, yeah, +2 to 41 kills there, so that was definitely a guy, we definitely killed him, so nice shots. Okay, so moving on to kill number 42 then, I'm just attacking the Blackjack combat outpost here. And as I'm doing that, there's a construction site down the road that I know spawns 2 or 3 AI. So as I'm attacking this, I hear some shots, eventually from down the road. So I'm not sure if there was a guy running past and aggroed the AI. There's those shots now that I'm hearing, so I turn around immediately. So I would have repositioned into a spot on the high ground to see if I can catch this guy basically coming down to the cop again. So I want to move out of that PvP red zone there. So I look down at the construction site here and I can see the muzzle flashes from the AI. So he's shooting at something in my direction, which gives me the info. And I see/hear him crouching up on me there, so to be able to get the clean shot there. So good use of info from the AI down the road to just basically get that kill. Okay, so moving on to kill number 43 then, you can see us, I'm just going to chopper here, just about to make an infill around the airfield area. And there is a guy waiting for me here in the cornfield. Now, there is a period when you're on the chopper and just as you get off, where you have a period of invincibility. But he gives the game away by shooting at me there. Don't know where he is at this point. Takes a couple of shots, but Vest takes it and he gets absolutely shit on. So kind of a funny one. He messed that one up pretty bad, but we made it through. Okay, for the next sequence then of PvP, I'm just at a combat outpost here, and I see a couple of guys running about. I've seen that guy on the run, and I actually just one-tap him. I tried my best to brighten the footage here, just so you could see it a bit more clearly. But yeah, so that first guy we kind of popped. His teammate then kind of collapses into the combat outpost. He's kind of looking around the general area, trying to see
his head for a second.
Trying to see if he can find me. He pops up.
Tango down.
Take him out as well, so...
Let's just confirm that.
Into the combat stats, confirm that was killed 45, 44 and 45. And then I call a mortar in. There's another guy left. You can see him running there. He goes to run inside the hut to get away from the mortar strike. And he does not move for the next 6 minutes. So I decide to just push it myself. I take out all the AI. So no, he's still in that room. He's either axed from the cop or he's still in that room. I get popped up from afar. Those sonic cracks that you're hearing are actually on me from across the field, so I have to kind of force him to take this issue here a bit quicker. So I can see that he's in there now, definitely. Take those shots and I'll just see his body fall. So as I'm running to capture the cop there, he hits me from across the field and I get a medium bleed. So spend the next minute or two healing up, just peeking out from the tent to see if I can spot him. And I see his head there. But unfortunately, I get arm cramps because I had a fractured arm from the shot. So heal that up, I re-peek it. I just see his head there. And I see his body recoil back after the shots. I then go into the combat stats, check that those were kills 46 and 47. And yeah, so good shots all in. So for kill 48, not too much to talk about here other than we were tasking in the area beside an LZ. An unfortunate guy lands in, basically just wait for him to come out and yeah, mess up his day. So mess up a couple of shots first, hit him 3 times I think. He goes prone and then just finish him off there. So for the next sort of kill then, I hear chopper coming in behind me. I'm camping a combat outpost here, so I'm just having a look behind me to see if anyone's coming in. But I re-look at the cop, see the guy coming out, and just drop him with a headshot instantly. So yeah, proceed to take out the AI and then move in and capture the cop myself. There's nothing too much to say about that one. Just confirmation on the body as well. For kill number 50 then, we're just in around the blackjack cop again. I could just see a guy with the binos moving about in the cornfield there. He was on the edge, but he moved in a wee bit. Pretty sure I see that's the silhouette there. Lay a few shots down range. check the combat stats. No luck, so no kill confirmed yet. Let another 2 shots down. There's the red PvP zone, so there's definitely a player there. And as I look down my scope again, I can see the body line there. So, pretty sure I got him that time around. And I checked, and there's the player confirmed for 50 kills. So as you can see from the last clip, there was a guy landing from a chopper, but I think it was multiple guys. So I take eyes on the cop. Just as I'm doing that, I look behind me, and I see a guy. Light him up with a headshot. Yeah, so kill confirmed. You can see the red PvP zone there. It's definitely a player. So at this point, things start to escalate then for PvP. So I go over to loot this guy, and unbeknownst to me, he had an additional teammate in the cornfield who smokes me. Now this respawns me at the closest cop, which is a major cop at Nomad, which a guy starts attacking it just as I respawn. So I pull an MCX, single mag, shit ammo, and I didn't know this guy had a 3++ vest on, so he eats everything I throw at him here. So I hit him up pretty bad, but he hit me up pretty bad. I've got a medium bleed and long damage. So I just whip an MCX out from the locker, and I go chasing him just to get the fight over and done with. See a silhouette there. Fire some shots, he moves. Maybe got another shot off at him, but he hits me again, and now I'm kind of losing blood pretty fast. So I pull out a shotgun here. Third weapon. Tag him up there. He fucks a grenade at me. I have to reposition. Bear in mind, I didn't have time to pull out spare mags, so that's why I'm changing weapons here. Just have time to pull out weapons. So as I'm going looking for him, I run down here. I hear him, and I just finish him off with a 2-pump. And he goes into coma from blood loss as well. But I had no time to pull out meds, not even mags, like I said, so I loot his body for bandages. And I am literally on the point of death from fucking blood loss, as you can see. But just managed to pop the bandage in time, to save myself. And I just finished the guy off on the floor while he's in a coma. So I take time to heal myself. And I'm on my way back down to the old fight and get my old body. And someone else starts attacking the cop just as I'm about to leave. So I'm kind of waiting here at the entrance. I'm holding this angle. He was somewhere to my left. He knows about me. I know about him. We can kind of hear each other. And then after a while, I just go to move in to try and see if I can find him. And see him. I have enough waiting about at this point. So I go in, have a wee look. And I see him on... just on the side of the wall there, so just lay a few shots down and just managed to headshot this guy as well. So as I cleared out all those guys in the cop that I just respawned in, I'm going to rejoin the original fight that I died at. But just as I go to do that, a chopper does land in, so I'm worried that one of the guys might be coming back. And I hear a guy in the bushes, kind of stops me dead. I just kind of wait for him to come out here, really. Taking my time with it. Yep, and there he is. And then I can finally go down and rejoin the original fight. So eventually I get rejoining the original fight at the crossroads / blackjack. And on the way down, I spot this guy coming out of the cornfield and I light him up. Just throw a couple of grenades into the cornfield just in case he's got a few teammates here. Pretty confident I've seen his body go down there, so I'm pretty confident he was dead. Yeah, and then we go up to the cornfield and just confirm his body. So eventually the sun comes up and these guys will not stop coming at us. They try to infill again off the chopper, but this time we decide to just camp the LT, move to the edge of the cornfield and not give them the chance to set up this time around. We kind of just want to get this fight over and done with. So as they come across the cornfield here, drop the first one. Make a meal out of the second one, but I do get him. It's a bit tough trying to use the 4x that close, but got there in the end. Check combat stats, see that they're definitely dead.
Another
I got
2
plus
kills,
2.
baby.
And that was the end of that little fight. So one of the guys lands back in again, but he runs back into the cornfield and through the opposite directions. You can see me tagging up here. Definitely hit him twice. But he basically drops prone in the grass, and I basically spend 5 minutes looking at him here. 5 actual minutes. He does not move. He does not poke his head up. Because I knew he had to stop for a heal somewhere. So I look, I see my teammate. He's also looking for him too far there across the road. And then eventually, I see a bit of movement. And I get him.
Can't
So-
go down.
Took me 7 minutes to kill that boy.
I knew he was somewhere, man.
Yeah. But the people are going to play their way they're going to play, you know. So as you can hear, these guys come back again. So they're obviously running back for their stuff here. Thinking we maybe moved on. I light up the first guy in the corner room. And kill the guy, second guy who came in with a pistol. So yeah, I don't know what it is with these guys, but they just didn't want to give up. I think they were very angry with us. Kept killing them and camping them and shit. But yeah, don't hit the player, hit the game, boys. Just the way it is. Last but not least, then one of these Aegis tries to come back again. This is the last time. I think they give it up after this. Absolutely crazy. I think I kill about 10 or 11 players in the sequence of PvP. As you can see, he comes out of the cornfield. Just easy one tap, and that's that. They then more or less give up after that, so you're pretty much the victors of that fight. But it took long enough.
Holy shit. What's happened?
Yeah, holy shit indeed. Yeah, so a bit of a crazy one. So moving on to kill number 62 then, we were tasking when an enemy PMC starts taking control of a nearby combat outpost. He comes running out there, and I hit him with a headshot as he goes prone, I think. Yeah. I lay additional shots there just to make sure sort of thing, and then I take out the AI to regain control of the cop. Now this starts another PvP segment and another war
Psycho.
with the guys from Crimson, so it starts a bit of a back and forth. So yeah, that's where the next kind of load of kills come from then. So just leading on from just after we retook that combat outpost, we're going back to retask essentially, and another guy lands in from the chopper close to us. So unfortunately for him, we're there in the AO. Lay some shots down range. He prones in the grass, so I lay down 3 shots there just to make sure and crack him with a headshot. So after that kill then, I hear a couple of guys attacking the cop behind us again. So I go to have a wee look, investigation, and I'll just spot this guy. Take that shot with the M700. I actually loot him and he has a far juicier version, an M700. So I take his kit. And I go back to do some of my tasking here. And while I'm doing that, I go back to the LZ and another guy lands in from the same guy we killed earlier. Take a few shots here. Not quite sure if I'm hitting or landing these shots. So I did see him go prone there, so he's definitely not dead. So I just move in here a wee bit, and I see his patrol bag sticking out of the grass, I think. And I take a speculative shot, basically. Right there, yeah. Right then, check the combat statistics and see I've got +1. So after that, I go and loot his body and they confirm it was a headshot. So after I complete my task, I hear a lot of shooting going on in Crimson Starter Town. So I go to the edge of the compound on the edge of town. And I see a couple of guys inside the compound, so like, fuck it, I'll just start fucking with these guys, have a bit of PvP going. But I just have that M700 I looted earlier, it's pistol, so I enter the compound, I'm clearing the compound for roughly 5 minutes plus. Take out some AI. So the only possible place in the compound they can be is in this house, so I don't think that they're here at this point, so I opt to kind of just half-heartedly clear the house here. I'm not being too careful, but as I come up to the top of these stairs here, I just see a barrel sticking out.
We've got hostile contact. Rival PMC has been spotted.
And we end up getting a good pistol kill. Turns out to be the same guy we've killed 3 times in a row, maybe 4 times in a row from the last set of PvP. But I hear some footsteps outside, and here's mate. And drop him with the pistol as well. So yeah, just doing a bit of PvP in their star town, this compound. I was like, you can walk outside.
Oh shit.
Calls in a mortar. That's my teammate. So yeah, so he calls in a mortar and he hits me with a good mortar strike and it kills me. So come back in the compound with an AI M4. Just hoping to see if I can give him the easy lick. And here's some steps ahead of me, so I'm taking this a bit slow. And he runs out there, and I managed to kill him. So he just after killing the teammate, but he has a good MCX, which is actually my teammate's MCX. So I picked that up, and I hear a guy coming back into the compound on the outside. So I cover the direction that I came in. And sure enough, he came in the same way that I came in. And you were just sat there waiting for me. We were able to drop him as well. So we come out of the compound and they begin attacking the cop again. So I'm looking down the binos there. I see him going to capture the cop. And I'll just drop him just as he's trying to capture it. So not a bad kill there, just confirming on the combat stats that I did get him. But in another sequence of PvP for the starter cop, I seen a guy run into this tent 1 or 2 minutes before, so I know he's in the corner here. Yeah, he a bit too passive. He should have shot me before I went to the cop, but took his time. Moving on to the next clip then.
Contact with enemy PMC. Engaging now.
Questing around Hunter's Paradise. We come across that guy. I just managed to nick him with my 3rd shot there. We just move in to confirm the kill there and load of stuff. Yeah, not too much to say about that one. Just clean kills all around.
We're under attack. Hostile PMC spotted.
Still in Hunter's Paradise, tasking away. My teammate actually dies to this guy. Just as I see him coming up the hill there. I just get my round off. Just as he shoots me. So I get him in the head. Which, very, very lucky if I do say so, to get that shot. But let's check combat stats, confirm the kill. And we're good enough there. So we're still questing around Hunter's Paradise at this point. And we see another PMC shooting some AI. Basically seen him run in the back of this compound there. I see him through the windows. And he comes out. And as he goes to loot some AI, he leaves a clean kill. So I'm moving down the hill again. And one of his teammates comes in from behind. And lights me up. Now he gets a good shot. I have a medium blade here. Do not know where the shots came from. See the muzzle flashes, return fire, and I actually managed to kill him here. Which is pretty nice. Don't know how he fucked that one up, but he did. And then on to the next session then of PvP that we had. Just landed in from a chopper here, funny enough. And I just see a guy there. I don't know what he was doing. But that's his chopper coming in now, so chopper was coming in to pick him up, but he's completely naked, so yeah, I don't know what he was doing. So me and my teammate begin to quest throughout the area.
We've got hostile contact.
And my teammate
Rival
gets
PMC has been spotted.
shot in the head. So me and this guy are in a bit of a Mexican standoff here for 5-6 minutes where nobody kind of moves. Eventually I move out to the left see if I can see him here. And actually, funny enough, he kind of does the same thing. He steps out of his cover after about 5 minutes, and eventually you get the shot onto him. Shortly after that, I spent a few minutes looting this guy. Turns out he actually had a teammate there the whole time, so yeah, very annoying. But I infill back with a shitty MCX, no armor, no kit, just hoping to see if I can get a easy lick and get my gun back. I hear some foliage crunching in front of me. I can see a silhouette there through the grass. Take the shot and I kill him, and I was able to get my stuff back. This next section of PvP is just me trying to take a combat outpost and basically sneak up on an unsuspecting enemy there. By this stage, they all know I'm here though. Pick up a different weapon off the AI. Kill another AI on the roof there. I go to clear my right hand side here, I think, and I see a bit of movement just behind the tree. So I shoot him, see some red mist. So I know I've made that shot connected. I'll drop him and finish him off as well. He's in a coma, but he gives up there, so. I then move into take the stalwart cop, and I couldn't capture the cop. He's still here. He's in the hooch. So we captured 2 big cops here, one right after another, and ended up killing 3 people in the meantime. I go back to Hunter's Paradise to do a bit of more questing. Come across this guy. And basically get the jump on him. And yeah, that's all the PvP I had then for this video. So if you've made it this far into the video, then thanks very much for watching. Hope you had as much fun watching it as I did playing the game. There's a couple of hot patches then, or hot fixes, sorry, I should say, and further updates to Spearhead and 0.4. So I will continue to keep playing. I'm kind of into the end stage of the wipe now, in terms of playing those high tier POI/loot areas and tasking in those areas. So I'll be sure to make more PvP videos for the rest of the wipe, and then also to test out those updates as well. So if you've made it this far, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.